And welcome back to more Sonic Generations. Last time, we got through most of the challenge acts of Green Hill, so this time, we're going to finish up Green Hill and head over to Chemical Plant. First of all, let's collect this. Got artwork 90. And here's our final challenge here. Look out below. Reach the goal before time runs out, but watch out for the crumbling course. I was thinking about this, and some of these acts kind of have like Sonic Colors energy to them, and I don't really mean that as a bad thing for the record, but like, you know, some of the like Act 3 and Act 4 stages in Colors, those sort of like really short, bite-sized 2D-centric acts. Overall, these are still fun though. Again, some of them are pretty difficult or annoying, we'll get to that later, but these ones are actually pretty fun. In general, the reason why I tend to not complete Sonic games for Let's Plays is a lot of the 100% stuff is really aggravating. That's why I never went back and did the Act 2s of Unleashed, is because basically they're all really difficult. So yeah. I've also never done the DLC stages of Unleashed on my own time because they are also apparently very difficult. So yeah, in general, this is a fairly easy-going Sonic game, so I don't mind getting 100%. I mean, I say 100%, but I am ignoring the red ring still. Oops, accidentally hit the bell again. Got song, Supersonic Racing. Very fitting, considering how much we heard it around this area. That is obviously from Sonic R. So, let's head over here to Chemical Plant, to see what's next. Even getting to these later challenges can actually be a little bit annoying. Some of them require fairly precise routes to actually reach them. So let's switch over. Invincibility Challenge. Get the Invincible power-up to get past hordes of enemies and reach the goal in time. As a reminder, there is a music toggle, so as we're going through, you know, Chemical Plant 10 times, or technically 9 times, I think we did another challenge, so less than that, but still, a lot of times, this would not be a bad opportunity to listen to some of the music you've unlocked, instead of simply listening to the same song for a very long time. So yeah, it is cool that you can swap out music, and it's also not era-locked either, so for example, if you want to listen to Endless Possibility in like Sky Sanctuary, there's nothing stopping you, which is honestly really cool. So yeah, I always say Endless Possibilities, like plural, but it is possibility for some reason. Wait, we're still not done. I like how the description said enemies, yet we're mostly dealing with spikes also. So yeah, very few enemies actually. I mean, there are a couple in general, but it's more the spikes we're having to worry about. I like how we have the Sonic 2 Invincibility song, I think? Might be Sonic 1 actually. That was a bit of lag there. Yeah, this game does have some slowdown. Missed it by 10 seconds. Because of how difficult it is to get over to this area, I think I actually will complete these 2 challenges. You got artwork 91. I might complete these ones back to back, as both classic and modern. Doppelganger Race, face off against Sonic's double and beat him in a race to the goal. In general, Chemical Plant is a pretty easygoing level. There is actually an achievement for not falling into the water at all, which is basically achieved by jumping at a very precise moment at the end of like a ramp in order to make it to an upper ledge and skip the water section. Overall, that achievement kind of takes practice, but isn't terribly difficult once you know what you're doing. Yeah, again, this is just very easygoing compared to like Unleashed, where it's like, complete every hot dog challenge, including Eggman Land, which requires playing that stage perfectly 3 times. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hot dog missions, and that is a big reason why I don't like completing Unleashed, even beyond just disliking a lot of the Act 2 stages. I think it's actually coming up here, at the end of the slide jump, and then you skip a water section. Like so. I think you actually have to do it in the level itself. This challenge will not count. But yeah, I am glad I managed to show that off though. It actually does take a fairly precise jump. So let's collect this. They also have fixed paths, by the way, so like, you can memorize the paths of these to make things easier. Got song, Neo Green Hill Zone. That is from one of the advanced games, I'm pretty sure, or is that Pocket Adventure? I actually don't know. So let's switch over. And let's complete these 2 challenges with Modern Sonic. Underwater Ring Machine. Collect a set number of rings scattered by the sprinkler enemy and reach the goal in time. So it's important to remember there are 2 components to this mission, collecting rings and making it to a goal. So you don't want to linger too much. Also, we're underwater, so don't drown. That's also good to keep in mind. This might be the first time we hear the actual drowning music, if I don't play carefully. So yeah, even though it is tempting to go back and forth collecting rings, you still need to kind of worry about the time requirement for actually getting to the end of the stage. Also, don't take damage, because then you lose rings. There are a lot of water bubbles, more than I expected actually, for an underwater challenge. This is surprisingly generous. Yeah, I do miss Sonic's water controls from Colors, because they are so much better. I hear the goal, which is not great actually, because we only have half of the rings we need. So let's actually start collecting more rings. I feel like these sprinkler enemies are cool, but I've seen so many of them in Forces that now I'm kind of sick of them. There we go, we almost got up to the goal just from that one boost. And there we go, but we missed out on the S-rank time, sadly. Yep, there's the goal. And this is another artwork piece. But yeah, for these ones on remote platforms, I tend to wait for them to come back to me. You got artwork 92. Grappling with grabbers. Avoid the grabbers' immobilizing grasp and get to the goal in time. I'll be honest, I really don't like these enemies, and I think it's largely because I've played Sonic 2 for most of my life. like, they're not that bad in this game because we have a homing attack, but in Sonic 2 they're very annoying to deal with. In general, I also don't really like spiders, so having a spider enemy isn't my favorite. I also kind of wish there were, you know, as much as I like Chemical Plant, I kind of wish they had picked something a little bit different, just because of how much I like Sonic 2. And Chemical Plant is such an obvious choice that it ends up being overused a lot. Again, this is one of those things I talked about a little bit earlier about how, you know, this game actually aged not as well because of other games doing very similar things, and this is definitely an example of that, because so many games use Chemical Plant as a Sonic 2 stage, to the point where it's not as novel as it was in this game. And a lot of games have really annoying Chemical Plant stages as well, which doesn't help. I feel like that's actually a lot easier to break out of than Sonic 2. Oh, these are moving kind of fast. I'm a little bit concerned, actually. And I guess I had a reason to be concerned based on that. I hear the goal, so that's good. I like being able to hear the goal in modern Sonic. That's something you don't get in classic Sonic stages. And it's another song. Got song, Leaf Forest. I think that might be Sonic Advance 2 or something? I actually don't remember. Amy, taking the leap together. Press Y to call on Amy for a super high jump to get to the goal in time. I always forget there's actually like a canon name for this, the Pico Pico Hammer. Anyway, speaking of Sonic Advance, I'm pretty sure this is kind of a reference to that, because in Sonic Advance 3, there's a team-up mechanic, and every set of characters has a different team-up move. And I'm pretty sure Sonic and Amy's is a launch move like this. Whether this is a deliberate reference or not, considering this game is very inconsistent with how much it actually references the advanced games. Yeah, who knows, but I kind of always thought of it as a reference, considering that's the only advanced game I actually owned, aka the worst one according to most people, because of course it was. At that time, I just really wanted to own every Sonic game, and yet I still missed out on the first two advanced games and Battle, which I also hear is pretty alright. Someday I'd love to play these games that I missed out on. Alright, we're up here now, so let's hop up here to these platforms, following the ring trails, like so. Where's this song from? It sounds so familiar. Like, I think it's from Adventure, but I'm actually not sure on that. I definitely think it's a remix, though. Alright, from here, we only have a short ways to go before the end of the stage, if I'm not mistaken. But we have to be very careful not to get crushed by those blocks. Yep, that was right. So yeah, I think the goal is up here. Luckily there's a time extension right before the end of the stage. Missed the time extension, but I think that still would have been A rank. I feel like these are alternating, whether they're artwork or songs. Did not mean to do that. We got artwork 93. Alright, we're modern Sonic, let's keep going with the modern stages. Another doppelganger race. in playthroughs like this, I like reading out a lot of the text, but in cases where it's the same text over and over again, I feel like I can cut to the chase a little bit. The stage is really fun, even if at times it kind of doesn't feel that much like Chemical Plant. I always miss that dash panel to the left. I don't quick step over there. I want to say there's actually a red ring there in the regular stage. I guess that means I don't always miss it. I must have gotten it at least once. To have gotten all the red rings on my main file twice because of the PS3 version as well. Most Sonic games I have actually bought more than one time. I own, like, Sonic 1, obviously, on a few different platforms. Same with Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I own the GameCube versions of SA1 and 2. I still have my copy of Battle, and it's in bad shape because it's like a, 18-year-old copy of this game. But I still have my copy, and it still works a little bit. The disc is very scratched up, so I'm glad it have both the Steam version for modding and the 360 version for actual casual play of Adventure 2 Battle. Heroes hasn't been re-released, so I don't own that game anymore, sadly. I don't own Shadow because I also don't like Shadow, in all fairness. But like, I've bought 06 twice, once on PS3 and once on 360 because of the same reasons as this game, where I didn't have a working PS3 anymore. I think I also sold it because I got tired of the game. Gee, I wonder why. But also I ended up rebuying it for that Let's Play years ago, and I've also played it to 100% since. So yeah, in general, Sonic games are weird because I almost always buy them more than once because it's like, you know what, I'm sick of this game, and then I sell it, and then I'm like, you know what, I want to do a playthrough of this game again, and then rebuy it. Unleashed was absolutely that way, I say, as I'm trying to decide on whether I want a Wii copy of Unleashed. It's actually a game I could hypothetically do another Let's Play of just through the Wii version because of how different it is. And I kind of want to because that was the version I grew up with. I feel like I should have saved all of these topics for an actual Unleashed stage, not a Sonic 2 stage, but oh well. Let's boost over here to the goal. Also, if you're wondering why I don't collect the bell at the end of a video, it's because I don't want to have a situation where I've already collected it, and then I need to restart the recording, basically, just in case something goes wrong. But with that being said, we are going to finish up Chemical Plant next time, and then try out some Sky Sanctuary challenges. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Sonic Generations.